So here we are with our first additional task. So you see here four tasks where should do something. Here is a text above provided by someone, and you should substitute all the A's with nines. So A's against 9. Don't know why, but do that. You should search there for the word financial, so the first occurrence of the word financial in this text. It's on the 41st thing. So here will, for example, this financial there. How long is the text in general? You use the length function is 777 characters long. The first 10 characters of the text. That one we provide. And the last character, so from right, last 10 characters are T space banking point. And the first 10 characters from the middle of the text. Okay, mid. And then we want to have len divided by 10 and 10 characters from there on. So with the use of the mid function with len and divided by 2, you have like basically the middle of those texts, and then from there on 10 characters. You should replace the text divider space with an and sign. So with text split, you could split everything into single columns. You see there is a problem here, but when you then join the text together with an and sign, you won't face any problems. But you could also do something like substitute this text, old text is a space and new text is a and sign. No, it will not be the same. Sorry, I don't know why. But yeah, so we use text join and text split. I thought it would be the same. Let's check this. It looks basically the same, but there are a few things different. For example, here, so two spaces. Here with substitute, there is, for example, there are two spaces inside somewhere, and both spaces get to an and sign, but not with the text join function and text split function. And here you should replace the text divider space and all commas with nothing. The text split. The substitute all commas out. Old text are commas, new text is nothing. So we are back on track. I faced some audio problems. With substitute, you can substitute the space divider out against nothing. You could also substitute the comma out against nothing. Will this work? Let's check. Yeah, this could be used to do that. You can do this that way, or you could use text split. First substitute all the commas out against nothing. Then text split for every space, and then concat everything together with concat. Two different ways. same result. So let's do the lookup tasks here. We should select the name of the fastest. So here's a list of supercomputers. There are 500 supercomputers, and we should select the name of the fastest supercomputer from those countries. So and as they're sorted by their fastness, so I think after nmax or something, you can do a single xlookup by those country. So xlookup after Germany in the country column and outputs the computer's name, and you could track this down for the 3 columns here. So list line of so the line of the fastest computer with more than the given number of cores. So exact or more cores. And we want to have the line, so an x match here -1, or an x match here. Our lookup value is this. Oh no, don't, not an x match here. Or we want to have the fastest. Oh yeah. What is fastness here? Rmax, I think. Here, Rmax is our fastness. Yeah. So now we do something crazy. We look up after oh yeah, I made a mistake. We could easily look up after those values, and the first with this value will be then will be the result here. So look up in this with those things and exact match or larger item, and then you will see the result here. Processor technology of the fastest computer from Germany and the manufacturer HPE. So on multiple criteria: xlookup, Germany, and HPE in the column where of the country and the column of the manufacturer, and output should be the name. Hawk, Germany, and oh, processor technology. Sorry, not the name. Processor technology. Processor technology is in column O. Here we are. Now we're talking. You can drag this down. Number of cores of the last computer of this list. So an xlookup, lookup value is the country, lookup array is here, the country column, and we want to have the number of cores, number of total cores, oh sorry. And we want to search from last to 1 to have the last computer on this list. This is right, can track this down, and we've solved the lookup section. Here we are on the same list, but now we're doing some statistics thing. For example, all the cores from computers from Germany, Russia, and so on. So total cores is our sum range, country is our criteria range, and our criteria is the country given. You can track this down, and you see everything is solved. The number of computers, you will search with countifs. Our criteria range is the country, and our criteria is the country given. can track this down. Number of computers with more than the given sockets. Use count if s. First select the country column, then the country given, and then we want to search for this cores per socket. Select this range here. Should be larger. Then in the criteria is larger and our socket number. And we can track this formula down. Average number of those computers with more than the given number of sockets. We can do one thing, we can copy this formula down, and instead of count if s, we type in average if s. And this should, oh no, and then we need also an average range. Our average range is the number of cores per socket, and it's also wrong. Yeah, sorry, we do number of cores in general, not number of cores per socket. So here instead of s double point s, we want to have total core, so I double point I. And you see it's solved with copying, but we can also do this manually. So average if s, our average range is the total cores range. Criteria range is country. Criteria is here. And we want to have also the cores per socket as a criteria, and it should be larger than 20. And we can copy those formulas down. Max R peak with the name, with the same result, so max if s, max range, select R peak, here, criteria is the country, here, and the number of cores per socket should be larger than the given one. You can track this formula down. And min R peak, here, now I will copy the formula and make it a min if s formula, and it will work. And the x highest R peak value is large. Select the R peak column and then type in 10 or select a cell here, and it's solved. So now we're coming to the last part of this exercise. I've told this was a mix. So a formula in this cell is a formula in the cell, so formula is formula. Yeah. Is an error, is error. Is this number even? Is this number even? Yeah, we can track this down. Is this number odd? We can also copy this down. Sorry. Is text in this cell? Is text? Is in this cell text? There is a number in this cell. What is blank is number. It's false. Here's a number in is blank and is blank. So we want to have those values to minus and 1, and therefore we use the m function. We can copy this down. Here the value in E3 we use indirect. And now we need to use indirect, or we can use address, row, column, and the sheet name is statistics underscore counting. Now we have our address, and we need to have an indirect here to return the value from those address. Copy the text here because I think it's wrong. Yeah, now it should be right. Oh, there's a reference. Where's there a reference error? Solution mix. Oh, the in hashtag in cell E4 there isn't an error. So there's an error in my spreadsheet here. So there should be the value research inside. Sorry for that. Yeah, so count the row number. The current row number is row open bracket close brackets, and the current column number is column open bracket close brackets, and the address from the above numbers is address. Row number will be 6, column number will be 9. And we solved the challenge. Thank you for your attention. I hope you will do also the next exercise.